This was Marge Champion. She was Disney's first princess prototype. At the age of just 14 years old, Walt Disney hired her to model for Snow White. She didn't voice the princess. Hopefully you saw my video about Adriana Castellati.
Want to know a secret? Promise not to tell. We are standing by a wishing well.
But physically, every mannerism of Snow White was Marge. Every movement, every dance, twirling, curtsying, skipping, that was all Marge Champion. Animators traced her frame by frame to give Disney's first leading lady graceful and realistic movements. For me, the results were magical. We're talking the 1930s, okay? There were no computers. But Marge didn't just stumble into this gig. You could even say she was born into it. Her father, Ernest Belcher, was a famous Hollywood dance coach, and he trained Shirley Temple, Sid Charisse, Betty Grable. Marge was practically raised in a ballet studio. Not only did she provide the reference for Snow White's movements, she also provided the movements for Dopey, who was sitting on Sneezy's shoulder and dancing with Snow White. Marge went on to model the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio and the sassy dancing hippo from Fantasia, which always cracks me up. Remember, Marge was just 14 when production began. Her first dance partner was Louis Hightower. He was the Prince Charming prototype. Sadly, just 6 years after Snow White came out, Louis was unalive during World War II. While modeling for Snow White, Marge worked with Disney animator Art Babbitt. He was working on The Evil Queen and was the one that created Goofy. They fell in love and got married when she was 18 and he was 30. Art wanted her to settle down, have kids, but Marge wasn't ready for all that. She had her whole career in front of her. So they divorced 3 years later. Her new dance partner was Guy Champion. She met him when she was 12 years old at school. They became a beloved dance duo, and they got married in 1947. Together, they had 2 sons, Blake and Greg. Sadly, after 26 years of marriage, they divorced. 4 years later, Marge married Boris Sagal. He was a director, and 4 years after they got married, he passed away in a helicopter accident. Marge was in many MGM productions. She was on Broadway, she choreographed. Marge was fabulous and lived until she was 101 years old. She was dancing on Broadway at the age of 81. She credited her father's techniques for her long career and good health. Marge Champion was our original Snow White dancing Disney princess.